Hello, everyone. Today, we bring you the story of a man who failed countless times but never gave up. A man who was rejected by universities, denied by dozens of jobs, including KFC, and told he'd never amount to much. Now, picture that same man standing on a global stage, worth over $60 billion, leading one of the biggest companies in the world. This is the story of Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, a visionary entrepreneur, and an inspiration to millions. His life is a masterclass in resilience, thinking differently, and turning no into yes. Whether you're chasing a dream, learning something new, or just need a push, this story has something for you. Are you ready? Let's get started. Jack Ma, whose real name is Ma Yun, was born on September 10, 1964, in Hangzhou, China. Back then, it wasn't a glamour city, just a quiet place, far from the spotlight. He grew up in a poor family during a time when China was still recovering from political and economic instability. His parents were traditional musicians and storytellers, and he had an older brother and a younger sister. Life was tough, and his family struggled to make ends meet. School was where the real struggle began. Jack wasn't a genius, at least, not by test scores. Math was his kryptonite. He once scored only 31 out of 120 on a high school entrance exam. Teachers and classmates didn't see much potential in him. But Jack had something else, a spark. From a young age, he had a strong curiosity about the world. He wanted to learn English, but in those days, it was not commonly taught in China. In 1972, after U.S. President Nixon visited Hangzhou, China started opening up to the West. Jack was obsessed with learning English. At the age of 12, he did something extraordinary. Every morning, he rode his bicycle for 40 minutes to a hotel where foreign tourists stayed. There, he offered free tours around Hangzhou in exchange for English conversation. He continued this for 9 years. One tourist, an Australian, gave him the name Jack because his real name was difficult to pronounce. The name stuck. Despite his love for learning, Jack Ma was never an outstanding student. In fact, he failed his school exams multiple times. He failed his primary school exams twice and his middle school exams 3 times. When he applied for university, he failed the entrance exam twice before finally getting into Hangzhou Normal University on his 3rd attempt. After graduating in 1988, he landed a job as an English teacher at Hangzhou Jianzi University. His pay? $12 a month, barely enough to survive. But he had a gift. His students loved his energy and passion. Then came the job hunt. Life wasn't easy. Jack applied for 30 different jobs and was rejected from all of them. Even KFC turned him down. Among 24 applicants, 23 were hired, only Jack Ma was rejected. Imagine sitting in a room full of hopeful candidates. One by one, names are called, people celebrate their new jobs. But Jack? He was left behind. One of his most famous rejections was from Harvard University. He applied 10 times and was rejected every single time. But did he give up? No. He believed failure was just a step toward success. In his book, Alibaba, The House That Jack Built, he laughed about it. I'm used to rejection, it's my old friend. But every no fueled him. He wasn't angry, he was curious. Why not me? What can I do differently? Those questions planted the seed of something huge. Jack's first venture outside of teaching was a translation agency called Hangzhou Hope. In 1995, he traveled to the United States as a translator. There, he used the internet for the first time. The first word he searched for was beer. He found information about beers from many countries but not a single mention of China. That moment changed everything. He realized China was far behind in the digital world. He returned home, quit teaching, and borrowed $2,000 from friends to start China Pages, one of China's first internet companies. But the business failed. Most people in China didn't believe in the internet, and he struggled to find investors. Despite the failure, Jack remained convinced that the internet was the future. He kept learning, observing, and waiting for the right opportunity. In 1999, Jack Ma gathered 17 friends in his small apartment and shared his dream, to create a global online marketplace. He wanted small Chinese businesses to be able to sell their products internationally. That idea became Alibaba. The name? He picked it after reading Arabian Nights, Open Sesame, A Door to Riches. With no money, no experience in technology, and no political connections, Jack Ma started Alibaba with just $60,000 raised from friends. They worked from his apartment, driven by belief rather than resources. The early days were brutal, zero profit for 3 years. Jack slept on floors and begged for trust. He told his team, "We're not here to make money yet, we're here to make a difference." Investors rejected him, and Alibaba faced intense competition from eBay, which was already dominating the online marketplace. But Jack Ma didn't back down. He believed in persistence and innovation. One of the key moments in Alibaba's history was when Jack Ma made a bold decision: Alibaba would focus only on small businesses. While eBay focused on dominating markets, Alibaba helped local Chinese businesses grow. That strategy worked. By the early 2000s, Alibaba gained momentum, attracting more users and investors. By 2006, Alibaba owned 67% of the market, forcing eBay out of China. Jack Ma's journey was not smooth. Alibaba faced multiple financial crises and tough competition that threatened its existence. But every time they faced a challenge, Jack Ma found a way to turn it into an opportunity. One of his most famous philosophies is, "Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine." This mindset helped him push through even the toughest times. Alibaba didn't stop at e-commerce. In 2004, Jack Ma launched Alipay, a digital payment system, at a time when people were still skeptical about online transactions. By 2010, Alipay was moving billions. In 2005, Yahoo invested $1 billion in Alibaba. Jack's charisma and vision sealed the deal. He boldly stated, "We don't want to be number one in China, we want the world." Alibaba expanded into cloud computing, entertainment, and logistics, becoming one of the biggest technology companies globally. In 2014, Alibaba made history by launching the largest initial public offering, IPO, ever, raising $25 billion on the New York Stock Exchange. Jack Ma, the man who once failed his school exams, had built one of the most valuable companies in history. By 2014, Jack Ma was China's richest man and a global figure. Alibaba was worth over $200 billion, processing more goods than Amazon and eBay combined. He appeared on Time's most influential list and spoke at global events, sharing his lessons on success and failure. Jack Ma's journey teaches us several powerful lessons. Failure is not the end, but the beginning. Every rejection brought Jack closer to his success. Think differently. While others followed traditional business methods, Jack focused on small businesses and digital transformation. Never stop learning. His desire to learn English and understand technology changed his life. Persistence is key. He faced failure for years but never quit. Success takes time. Alibaba was not profitable for years, but Jack believed in the long-term vision. In 2019, at age 55, Jack Ma stepped down as Alibaba's chairman to focus on philanthropy and education. He has donated millions to support education, environmental protection, and entrepreneurship. His story is a reminder that success isn't about being the smartest or never failing. It's about having a vision, working hard, and never giving up. Some of his most powerful quotes include, "If you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure. Opportunities lie where complaints are. We are never in lack of money. We lack people with dreams, who can die for those dreams." Have you ever faced rejection? How did you handle it? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. In the next video, we'll talk about Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft. If you have any video requests, let me know in the comments. I read every one. See you in the next video.